Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. Today's video is going to be about me doctoring up a couple of these goats that I've got over here, the mamas. A couple of them aren't doing too well. One of them is Snickerdoodle, and she's the mama of the buckling that passed away about a week ago. They haven't been doing, neither one of them two have been doing good for about the last month, and I keep doctoring them. I keep switching up the medicine, but nothing seems to be working. Snickerdoodle, I gave her some Safeguard about 2 days ago, and she'll do better. But by that 10th day where you're supposed to reapply, you're supposed to give it to her again, she's like down in the dumps again. I mean, she's just doing bad. So what I've done is, if you guys watch Josh over at Bodart Kiko's, he talked about some dewormer that he hadn't used in a while, or he's never used it, I can't remember. It's called Prohibit. I tried to order some of that through the website that he recommended, that he listed on his video. They're just out of the smaller packs. They probably have the big $200 ones, but the smaller ones that I would need, they're out right now. So I ordered through a different company, and it's going to be here in about a week. So I'm going to go ahead and doctor Cinnamon is another one over here that's not doing too well. What's weird is Cinnamon's eyes are still pink. Typically they get white when they have worms, but she's just laying around. She's separate from the other goats. She looks good in the rear end. She doesn't look like there's no issues there. She doesn't have diarrhea. So I don't know 100% what her issue is, but I feel like it's worms. It's just not set in all the way yet. So I feel like if I get it now and get ahead of it, it'll do her a lot of good. But I've ordered that Prohibit so that if Snickerdoodle doesn't turn around after giving her some more Safeguard, I can use this Prohibit and try to knock it out. But while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and check all the goats. All the other goats look very well. They're getting around good, they're moving good, they're eating, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're doing what goats do. So I don't think I'm going to have any other issues with any other goats. There's one boy that might have one little buckling over here that might have an issue, but he's still doing pretty good. So one of the other ways that we can tell pretty quick it helps, it's kind of a start to knowing if your goat's got worms, and I'll show you over here when we get over here. But their face gets swollen. Their jaw right in here will get swollen. Right here on this neck part, it'll get swollen. That's kind of a good way to look and go, yeah, there's an issue there. They've got worms most likely. And then you go check their eyelids, and if their eyelids are white or a light pink, they've got worms. But I'll try to show you guys. I brought my GoPro so I can put it across the top of the forehead here so I can show you guys what the eyelids look like. I'm hoping to get some close-up video. Okay, so for me to get these goats into the pen, I kind of have to shake a bucket, get them some food, and I'm going to go ahead and feed them some protein, some grain. That way they get a little extra protein, because our grass is starting to die pretty much everywhere. So I'm going to probably have to start feeding some hay pretty quick. There's another plug, so Lori over at LG Homestead, go check her out. She left a comment the other day saying that she's already feeding hay because her grass is gone. I mean, she has no more green grass. It's all dead. I still have some green grass, and that's because I have such good water flow under the ground here. It lasts a little bit longer. With the drought we've got, it still dries up underneath as well. It gets lower, but I still do have some green grass here and there. Okay, so let's go get a bucket of some grain, and we'll start with the does, and we'll start with the mamas and Chip over there. We'll try to check all them out and get them all doctored and make them look good. Okay, so this 12% all stock sweet feed is what I'm going to be mainly giving the goats, but I've also put some of this grower stock in it. It's got 14% protein in it as well. I really want this for the little bucklings and the doelings to help them grow a little bit, but I did put some of that in for the mamas and Chip as well. So that's just what the mixture looks like. Go to goats! Let's go, goats! Let's go, goats! Well, hello, goaty goats. So this little goat right here is the one I've already doctored. And you see, I'm gonna try to get close up on her, but you see her chin below is kind of, I'll have to use my other camera here in a minute. Here we go. See how it's real swollen underneath? No Chip. Chip, you smell the food, buddy? Yeah? And here's Cinnamon. Like, she's up and around, she's moving, but she'll lay down by herself. I just think she's starting to get sick. But she's moving around pretty good today, right now. Get back. Get back, Chip. Get back. Goat's gonna run me over. Go, girl. Yeah, see, her eyes are still pink. Let's look at bottle cat's eyes. They're nice and pink, nice and red. Let's look at Beauty. Yeah, nice and red. Nice and red. Yeah, nice and red. All of them are nice and red, really. Cinnamon's is a slightly pink. They do have some flies on them, but God, they all look really good. Even Cinnamon looks good. And she's acting like she wants to eat, so that's a good sign. Oh, I really want to see Oreo's eyes and Chips, my buck. Wow, hers is dark red. Really good. What do you think, Chip? Chip even takes the opportunity while he's eating. Crybabies, I checked hers. Hers is good. This is the one that's sick. You see how hers is white? It's not good at all. But I just doctored her yesterday, or 2 days ago. Alright, let's get Chip. Look at his eyes. Chip looks bright red too. Chip looks good. Chip's 100% New Zealand. He should be my best goat out here, because the rest of these are percentage Kikos. So Cinnamon is the only one I want to doctor today. She probably had out of all the mamas, her eyes probably looked the worst, but she still didn't look bad. They weren't white yet, but they weren't dark pink either. All the other goats I've checked, and they have dark red, dark pink eyelids. And that's exactly what you want. You can also look at their gums. Some people say the gums will start turning like a lighter color as well. I never really look at the gums. I just go straight off the eyelids. But as you see, Chip here, y'all probably noticed, he takes advantage of this, of the goats just sitting around. You can see my green grass. I still have plenty of green grass for them to eat. So I'm not quite to the point where they need hay. That dark green stuff right there is usually underwater. So that's how low we are right now. You can kind of see where the pond's, how low the pond is. Right over there. What do you think, Chip? Hey. You doing your job? Yeah? You doing your job? Take advantage of this sitting around eating stuff, huh? Yeah, Chip's more interested in the girls than he is the food. That's normal. You guys that followed us last year and watched our breeding season videos, y'all probably remember Oreo right here was our dominant doe over here. She still is the dominant doe, but she was picking on Chip. I mean, she would pick on him. He was not her size though. He was probably the size of Beauty right there. Well, maybe a little bigger than Beauty. Not anymore, buddy. Doing good, looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna actually go check on the girls on my day off, on my days off. I don't have a whole lot of time left this evening, so we'll check the girls my first day off, but I do want to go check the bucklings. They're pretty easy to deal with over there. Well, I thought I'd feed the cows first before I fed the bucklings. So this is Gwen, and this is Gwen's baby from 3 years ago, I'm sorry. Nope, 2 years. Nope, 3 years ago. Sorry. This was Gwen's first baby. That was 3 years ago. Gwen's looking good though. It's looking hefty. I don't know if y'all can see that very well through the sun and all that, but she is looking very, very good. Hardly no flies on these cows at all. These are Angus. Her baby was way over there earlier this morning, so he's probably still over there in the shade. Alright, now let's go feed the bucklings. Okay, so I don't have my grain in my barrels yet because I just haven't went to Lindsay. We have to go to a different town to get that. So sweet feed and stocker grower. This is going to the bucklings. So I am going to do a little bit more of the grower than I am just the stock feed. Silas, that ain't your food. That ain't your food. So these baby goats are not used to eating grain very much, really. So this is gonna be something new to them. And I'm really surprised Megatron over here ain't pushing them away already. So that white and brown right there is the one I need to really check. Good boy, Silas, good boy. You're in my way. I can't get the goat if you're in my way. Come on, hold on, get back. He is red as can be though, so he is not sick. He was just lazy yesterday. Yeah, his is bright red too. Let's go ahead and check Megatron just to, he's the dominant one in here. He's my 100% purebred. So he is registered, and it's just like Chip. So they're my two most important goats on the farm. They're more important than the mamas, believe it or not, just because of the bloodline and the genetics. They'll make the rest of my herd, you know, more of a purebred system and a little bit better system. It's okay, buddy. Yeah, his are red. His are pretty bright pink. By the way, these little feeding troughs that you see right here, I made these. Pretty simple. I'll leave the video I shot on these up in the corner. Go check it out. It's really good for like these babies, these little bucklings. Let's see if we can get Cowboy and Megatron right next to each other. Get out of there. You can have all this food to yourself, buddy. So there you go. You can see Megatron's still bigger than Cowboy, but not by much. Alright, I'm excited with the way all the animals look. They all look good. I thought, you know, when I thought Cinnamon was sick, I thought maybe I should check all the goats, because once one or two start getting sick, they all seem to start getting sick. So I just wanted to get ahead of it, if that's what it was. I really don't think Cinnamon's sick. Maybe she got hurt. Maybe Chip kind of hurt her a little bit. Because he can be rough with those girls. That could be what it is. But I was worried. I didn't want her to, because Cinnamon's one of my favorite goats. She's the nicest one we have. She loves on us and lets us love on her, so I wanted to make sure she was okay. All the bucklings look good. Even the one I thought over here that's just lazy, I thought he might have been sick, so I checked him. He looks really good. They all look really good. I am, hopefully on my days off, I'm going to probably leave this buck pen here, but I'm actually going to start a whole nother fence area so that I can move them into it. And I may even start one over here with the cows so I can move the little mamas and Chip over here as well, so they can kind of be somewhere different as well. That's all up in the air. I don't know. Just so you guys know, we do have a Facebook page. It's the Fowler Family Farm over there. Go check us out. I'll leave a link in the description of that. If you're bored, what I'm doing right now is posting all of our old stuff from the start of January 1st. And I'm just posting one video a day. If you got plenty of time, go over there and start watching some of those videos, or just letting them play so I can get some watch time. Maybe help us out a little bit. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and leave us a comment. We'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, do the good.